Gotta change my information real quick. Hold on. Not playing Call of Duty. We're back to Brighter Shores. And we're working on getting to total level 300. That's what we're doing right now. That's my goal. Four hours ago, we were at 242. Found the cave moth. I need to be level 10 miner. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, I can now get Florian Carbonizor and basalt. Where do I find the basalt at? Guess I'll finish mining up a pocket full of iron and then I'll take it in and I'll smelt it all. We unlock the ability to make shields. Yeah, it took 5 to make a shield, though. Still, we'll make another one. You guys got a unique name. So proud of him. Oh, we got more foraging XP. Yay! Periwinkle and Brexy and Ono and Valisair. And we're total level 250. Oh, she is on. My cousin got on. I've got to put in my headset so I can play with her. Hello? Hey, what's going on? You're power leveling, right? Trying to get to the forest? I'm off playing in the mines. I've been making weapons for classes that aren't even mine. So when you in the forest, in the main store of the forest, you get to the class selection where you get to pick which class you want to be. And then in the mines, you get to the weapon making, and there are 5 professions in the mines, and out of the 5 of them, 2 of them are for everything, and then there's 1 for each class, basically, to make the weapons for the classes. And I have to assume that I can make class armors once I get to Chronopolis. But I haven't made a legendary yet, but I've made a lot of epics. And you can make level 0, like you can make whatever level you are in the craftsman. And then you can make it and attune it to whatever region you want to attune it to. So I'm just going to continuously make level 0 stuff for the classes I can't use. I'll eventually make something legendary, which I'll keep until player trading comes out, and then I'll stand in the beginning area and be like, hey, legendary equipment for sale. Ooh, I got a new weapon that I just made a purple shoe. So making epic level stuff, the quartermaster doesn't necessarily want to buy it. He's like, that's too good for me to buy, even if you can't use it. I'm like, word, quartermaster, respect. Like he will buy it, but you have to like check the bot. Like you have to try to sell it to him harder. Like if you hit sell all, he'll be in the checklist of the sell all, it won't be checked for the purple stuff. Which is nice because for me that helps for the having just a nice little inventory of level 0 gears. I can be like, hey yo, I got some epics. Want some epics? Help you out, get you boosted up. I can always, whenever a new area is about to come into the game, I can reopen my shop and sell the stuff right outside because people need level 0 legendary stuff. Or at least they'll want it. That's untuned so that they can tune it to the new area to get a head start. Plus, I'm sitting here blacksmithing swords. I can't complain. So how's your foraging / fishing / chef / guard / whatever it is you're doing? You just got your... Yeah. Yeah, this whole game's a kind of slow process. Slow grind. It's a slow burn. Oh, I highly doubt you'll ever be at my level. My level is forever increasing. Unless we all max out one day. One day this game will be complete. We'll all have max level characters. What's your total level at? Not bad. You only need to get... Yeah, only 6 comparatively. You have to get to at least 120 to get... Nah, you just gotta... Once you get the hang of it, you'll understand. Level up for the first 20 levels. Oops. Are you on my server? Or are you... Okay. I was like, am I gonna bump into you when I'm in Hopeport sometime? I don't even know how my Hopeport... I need to be working on my cooking. I'm gonna sell my supply of crazy equipment because I'm gonna make more. Wonder how much money I'm from selling all the rare gear that I have so far for other class. 21 silver. I have 21 silver worth of rare gear for other classes. Yeah, and if I were to sell it to people, I'd charge them like 2 silver per level. Well, like I'd start it. I'd be like, oh yeah, like a base of like you want the zeros. It's a flat 5 silver for a level 0 piece of gear. You know, that way I know I make a solid profit on everything I sell. And it's legendary, so like that's fair. It's fair for some legendary gear. I would assume at the time it'll be legendary. Oh hey, look, it's you. Yeah, I changed my hair. I don't think you saw my crate. I actually don't even think you saw this character. Yeah, he used to have long blue hair, but I just got a haircut. I need 14 soups and 1 pie. I gotta go buy some ingredients from Kevin. So Kevin stands outside and sells you everything you need for that profession. If you look at the recipe board. He doesn't sell fish. But Fishmonger does. Chef is one of what people say the most AFKable professions. Like they say you could just buy eggs from Kevin and cook eggs until you get the ability to buy vegetables from Kevin. Then you buy and chop vegetables from Kevin and you'll just power level yourself basically. Because you can buy a full inventory full and do a full inventory full of those things in like just one click. So it's AFK leveling. You gotta cook the bacon. Yeah, read the recipe book. It's over there on the right. Big old book. Zach was just looking at it. Yeah, okay, so you can store raw ingredients in the ingredient bank, but you can't store cooked things in the ingredient bank. Like if you cook the bacon, you can't put it back in the bank after that. And then the food that you make, before you get the bounty board unlocked, all you can do with it is sell it to head chef in the kitchen. And you do make a profit doing that. Yeah, his name is head chef. Oh, right, because you walk around with other stuff in your pockets. Like an insane person. I sit here, I'm like, all right, do 24 things at a time. You're like, oh yeah, I'll do like 8 things here, 6 over there, a couple over there, maybe open a box. You're gonna go steal money to cook? That's so funny. Mom was like, well, I fished. That's all she did. When she needed a new tool, she went and fished up a bunch of fish and sold all the fish to Fishmonger and bought her new tool. Yep. There are plenty of ways. For me, I cooked. I bought a bunch of eggs and made eggs, and it was 3 silver, inventory full of egg. I need to go to Quartermaster, Captain de Green, Scrapyard. Now that I can click on the map, I want to be able to click farther on the map. Oh my gosh, I saw a 95. I mean, I've seen 138, and 95 was the first one that broke sequence and wasn't number 1 again. But also, they were in a premium area. So they chose to be a 95. Like, that was a chosen name. That was a premium name, was a #95. Yeah, that's what got me, is that it was in the mine, and it was A95. Like, by the premium, gotta have a unique name, right? I saw his name was unique name. That was his name, and it was a unique name. It didn't have a hashtag. I was so proud of him for having that. And I've seen quite a few. Mom says she sees Cody running around all the time. I'm like, good. The other Codys play too. I played Call of Duty with Kenzie's boyfriend. He took a call from Kenzie while we were playing, and after about 10 minutes, because I guess he told her that he was playing with me, and then she told Mima, and then Mima asked her to have me water the plants, and I got annoyed. So after about 10 minutes later, after that, I went, dude, Trent, there's this annoying whining noise coming from your phone. And he cracked up laughing. Yep. But yeah, it wasn't awful. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. How many sausages do I need right now? I need 14. Yeah, no, 20. I need 20 sausages. I think I have a handful of sausage already, but I'm gonna just straight up buy 20. I'm walking around with a hearty pocket full of silver. And I could, like, spend it, and I just don't want to, because I'm afraid, like, other things are gonna creep out of the woodworks and be like, we're super expensive. Haha, I didn't see us coming. So I need 3 levels to be able to pick these damn potatoes myself. 3 levels is a lot of levels. Alright. I'm off to the woods, I guess, to get 3 levels. I'm gonna be foraging around here for a little while. I've already gotten the monument up to stage 2. Yeah, the first stage of the monument is 48 rocks. You have to forage yourself, of course, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. And this obviously satisfies my pea brain enough to be like, okay, put the rocks on the monument. And then it like actually completes a stage of the monument. I'm like, okay, so now I want to see what it looks like when it's all done. or like what the purpose of it is when it's all complete. Like I'm not gonna look it up ever. You know, I'm gonna figure it out for myself. And so the second stage, 312 rocks. I'm afraid of what the third stage is gonna be. 312 rocks. I collected those 312 fucking rocks. And I will be collecting the next stage of 1,000 and something rocks, I'm sure. But now I'm out in the forest foraging hogberries, because that's the highest level thing I can get. Well, I could do AFK foraging, but... You doing what? I'm like, oh, Kevin, I need more ingredients. Hey, Kevin, good to see you again. Yeah, no, Kevin was my best friend for the early parts of this. And you also have to get your guard to 15. That's a requirement. You also have to do the obelisk quest. I didn't know that, but turns out that's a requirement to get to the forest as well. It's easy. You have to be, I would recommend being like level 10 or 11 guard before doing that. In my opinion, guard is the easiest skill to train. And all of the combat skills are neat, but that's just because I understand the combat system so much now that I'm kind of mad at myself for dying earlier in the game. Like, it's just all about being stronger than your opponent. I'm very interested though. Like, I understand the enemy combat system. I am very curious as to what the player versus player fights are going to be like when they eventually come into the game. You know, this game doesn't have a lot of players, but it has enough to populate the servers. Like, the way the servers work, it just always feels populated up. Like, I've never had a moment that I was like, oh, I sure wish there were more or less people online right now. Oh, I understand. I was trying to. This guy said, "Why I bounce between the two, and you come and take my other one when this plays empty." This guy is literally complaining about a player. As I was saying, I never complain about the players, because the only time it matters is when you're fighting enemies, because that's when you have to share. And so this guy who's fighting off in the corner, just bouncing between two enemies that are always spawn in the same place and don't move because they're carnivorous plants. They're just bouncing back and forth between these two carnivorous plants, and another guy runs up and starts fighting one of them. And he's like, dude, I've been standing here bouncing back and forth between these two. Go away. This place empty. There's carnivorous plants everywhere. Find another one. I'm like, you know what? Don't be a dick, but at the same time, I actually do kind of understand that. It's like, I'm just over here in my corner minding my own business. Why you gotta come up in here and... Why you ruining the Emperor's Groove? Basically what that guy was saying. You have Game Pass, right? Or are you you're not a, you have an Xbox, but you're not a Game Pass subscriber? That's what it is? Ah. Glass, I don't understand. Have you ever played League of Legends? You have. Oh, if you have played League, I've been playing League lately. And let me tell you, I'll tell you a selling point about Game Pass right now. Then, if you've played League, a selling point on Game Pass is it unlocks every champion in League of Legends if you pay for PC Game Pass. That was enough of a reason for me to go, okay, I'll switch from core to ultimate. But anyway, if you want to play League of Legends sometime, we could play League as well. Because I have that installed and I play that a lot. I'll switch between this and League. I'll play this for like an hour and then I'll go play like a League game and then I'll come back and play this for another hour. Or I'll just get lost in this for a while. You know what I mean? Oh, see, I don't play Summoner's Rift. I'm a different breed League player that exists in the world. What I am known as is an ARAM player. I only like playing the game mode that's all random, all middle. It's 5 champions down the lane, down one mid lane, 1 lane, 2 towers, well, 4 towers and a nexus, and then like faster games, more chaotic, a lot less. People do not give a fuck in ARAM if you're good or if you're bad. You're just here to play ARAM. But I do also play. I used to play Summoner's Rift. Don't get me wrong, but Summoner's Rift isn't fun by yourself. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna play with like ARAM's fun no matter what. Don't get me wrong. Summoner's Rift is fun, but yeah, we should play League. League's as far as I can tell, has become less toxic lately, but I've also just started ignoring it. Yeah, no, mid's my lane. Bye. Yep, that was back in like 2014 League. Yeah, there are 163 champions in League of Legends now. They just released, or maybe it's 100. Actually, it might just have gotten to 160. It's 160 something. They just released a new one called Mbessa. And that's why I like playing where it's all random, all middle. Because I learn because with Game Pass I can play every champion. So it's just like, all right, I get whatever it gives me and we go. And if I played enough where I know what champions I don't like to play. And so if I get one I don't like, I will not play it. I will switch, because you can, if you play an ARAM match, you get a reroll. And so when it comes up, if you don't like it, you click the reroll button and you get 1 reroll. And you could save your reroll, and so you have 2 rerolls. And so if you don't like it, you can reroll twice. And then also, if somebody rerolls, you can select the champion they rolled off of it on your team. So it could be like, yeah, you might have a nice little selection between like 6 champions if people rerolled a couple of times because they didn't like their picks. I'm still foraging out and talking about ARAM. Ooh, nice. I woke up this morning, right? I'm gonna tell you a little story about what it's like to be a fiend. I figured I went outside to see if I could scrape up a bowl of wheat from like my scraps. And I did that all of last night to make it, just because last night I was too lazy to go to the dispo. But then I woke up this morning before the dispo opened. I went out there to scrape up, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to clean up all the garbage out here first. And as I pick up all the empty wrappers and all the empty packets, I find 3.5 grams of wheat, a sealed baggie of wheat. Find underneath all the trash. I just had fucking been a goddamn uber goober, wasteful little monster. But, you know, at the same time, oh my god, was I so thankful to myself for being a wasteful little monster. Because it wasn't like it wasn't like a baggie from last time I picked up. It was a baggie from the time before that. Like it has been at least 2 weeks that it has been sitting there under a pile of trash. I was like, oh my god, I'm the best. Got the good looking out past me. Anyway, but that was my silver lining of the day. And then I went to Soretta's and bought a bag of taffy and a bag of chocolate. So actually I had 2 silver linings today. And now I've been like moping all weekend because I need to go into work with a fresh face. So I've been moping all weekend, not wanting to go into work with a fresh face, but I finally mentally prepared myself. The bag of chocolate was all I needed. The sitting in the sun, little vitamin D bag of chocolate. All I needed to mentally cope with having to go to work another week. Yeah, I figure I'm just going to take it on a week-by-week basis and see how it goes. Just leave when I feel like leaving. Oh, and I got declined on my application to an apartment. Sad. Yeah. No, probably my credit. My credit sucks. It was a credit check that they declined. That caused them to decline the application. So I'm gonna presume, you know, they didn't like the number they saw and were like, yeah, fuck that. Like, yeah, fair enough. All right. So the roommate that I'm working with is checking out another place today. Are you still just in the barracks grabbing chests again? Or are you back to cook? You said you're back to cook. Yeah, I really like omelets. Just because it's take inventory egg. Pan, cook egg, go to Kevin. Or go to head chef, sell egg, go to Kevin, buy egg. Go back. I've gotten 1 level out of the 3 levels that I need for collecting these berries out in the like 30 minutes that I've been out here collecting berries in the woods. And yet, I still consider that completely reasonable. And you know what? Let me tell you. The reason that I'm doing this is because I need 20 potatoes. The potatoes that I need, like the level of potato that I need to get, is level 35 foraging. To pick it myself. Or I could just buy it from Kevin when I am able to start cooking it. And I'm able to start cooking it, let me tell you. That particular recipe became the thing at level 18. At level 18, that potato recipe became unlocked. And it's like, you do make a profit if you buy the potatoes and sausage from Kevin and sell them and like just do it that way. You do make a fine profit. It works. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to those higher end potatoes, there's just something about the fact that Kevin charges me more than 1 silver per potato. I'm like, fuck you, Kevin. I'm not spending 25 silver on an inventory, on not even an inventory of potato. Like, that feels and I get it because it's a level 35 foraging item, but still, Kevin, that it becomes like his most expensive ingredient for a minute is the king potato. And so I've been working for a while. Like, every time I get one of the potato bounties recently, I've been not doing it and just holding it in my pocket. So I'm coming to the point where I need 20 potatoes for the bounties in my pocket, and I don't think I can throw these away. Oh yeah, you can. There's an abandoned bounty button. Thank goodness. Because I learned that there are future bounties. There are bounties in Chronopolis as well. That's where the next set of bounties. I've heard rumors about episode 4 because as I play, I hear more and more rumors, and like I see little things that lead me. And I've also I've noted a couple little levels that I need for leveling up. For a couple of the more difficult to figure out how to do it quests. Anyway, the Chronopolis episode 4 is the biggest area. The forest is like twice the size of Hopeport. Chronopolis is like twice the size of the forest. Yeah. So and I can say that the mines feel like it's a little smaller than Hopeport, to be honest. And I'm not at all angry about like the mines being tiny after the forest, and as a nice reprieve before Chronopolis, because like seriously, the mines is really small compared to everything else. Like the mines is easily the smallest area. Like there might be a lot of rooms, but they're like cramped. They're squeezed together. And like it also, I don't know, it feels because it just kind of isolates like one portion of the mines is 6 rooms basically that are for the weapon making skills. And then the rest of the mines are exploratory. And I probably haven't been in like a good chunk of the mine either because there's a lot of stuff that is still question marky for. But it seems like it's locked behind like quest walls. I have to do mine quests, which means I have to get mine levels. I'm working on specifically getting my mining level up to 10. But the thing about that is, with the class that I picked, I actually don't really need to work on the mining level at all. I have to do it for the main story quest, but it's not necessary for my class. My class relates to the woods. Before them, like I have to go back to the woods to build my weapons. I have to go forage and gather and chop trees to build the weapons that I build because I'm collecting bones. I'm building my weapons out of bones. Whereas the other 2 classes, one builds their weapons out of stone and one builds it out of metal. Yeah, so the classes basically one's leather and bone. Clearly the one I picked for Sinpip. Like Cynthiana's gonna be stone and hammers, and the other one is like knights, sword and shield, metal armor. But yeah, they're called the Cryo Knight, the Hammer Mage, and the Guardian. Obviously, Sinpip's a Guardian. And then Codillion's gonna be a Cryo Knight. Codillion the Cryo Knight just kind of fits. And then Cynthiana the Hammer Mate. Kind of like, I don't know. Like I said, they all fit their personalities. And like the special attacks aren't in the game yet, so it doesn't even like matter wholly. It's just for it determines what style. Determines your style. It's a style selector. Do you want to be leather and whips, or do you want to be stone and hammer and hammer? Or do you want to be like melee knights? Huzzah! I know that when Shaylin plays, her first character is automatically gonna pick the Guardian. If she plays, I don't know that she would play a second character. She might. She likes The Sims and stuff like this. Like she might just because it's kind of her niche too. I'm gonna try to get her into it like this weekend. Like I might tomorrow after work go, oh no, they have plans tomorrow. Might Sunday or something go over there after work with like a laptop charger and be like, all right, let's play Brighter Shores. I'm trying to get her and Nick both on it because I know damn well that they will play this game together like so much. They give it a chance. Not to mention, I'll be here too. And I can't. I look forward. Like I know things because it says what's coming with the like what's coming has told me things as well, or like bug fixes, the patch notes. That's what it's called. The patch notes has told me things about the next area. And then it tells me that there's a party system coming, and that I look forward to the most. That's one of the things I want. Is a party system. So we can party up. Have our own band of adventurers. I'm hoping for like a 5-person party system, but I expect 3. I could be up to, maybe it could be 20 for all I know. I don't know why we would need 20-person parties. I don't know why we would need 5, but still, I would definitely, we would definitely set up a band of adventurers. Our party would be known across the land, the party of bottom bunk. I want it to be like, if there's an update, someone's like, was bottom bunk consulted about this? I'm not going to be known for being the first guy to reach a super high level. I'm going to be known as Simpimp the Friendly Merchant that sits in hub areas and sells legendary gear to people. That's who I'm going to be known as. Like, that's my 15-minute, that's my mark on history, is someone's going to write a news article about Brighter Shores, about this guy that just sits there and sells things, sells legendary. He says, it's what I've wanted to do since I heard about this game, is I wanted to make armor and sell it to people. The one thing I wish is that my name was on it. Yeah, no, it, like, if I have to make a unique name, my unique name should be on everything that I make. You know what I mean? Yeah, like original ID, like trainer IDs. Exactly like trainer IDs in Pokemon, yeah. No, forged by, you know, blah blah, or... And it, like, it's not like the info cards don't have the room. You know what I mean? It's not like there's not the technology. What else am I using my unique name for? You know, what is it for, if not for that? Just so people know it's me. Oh, boo. I don't fucking care who knows it's me. I want them, if they know it's me, they better know it's mine. You know? I want them to be standing out there in the woods battling carnivorous plants being like, who made your sword? Is it NPC or is it a Sinpip? And they'll be like, what the fuck is a Sinpip? Be like, he's this legendary crap. You gotta add Sinpip, and he'll add you back and be like, what you want. He'll hit you with the crazy Earl from Borderlands 2. What you want? Buy something or get out. If you message him in his DMs. No, but that's what I'll do, is I'll put in a request. I'll like have it. I'll literally take orders. Be like, all right, add me as a friend. You know, send me a friend request, and I'll get to work on your order for that piece of legendary gear. And I'll just go repeatedly make that thing until I get a legendary one. Obviously, custom orders are going to be more expensive. If I don't already have it on hand. My overstock. It's going to be cheaper. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to open my business. My business of no business at all. What do I get out of this? Fake money. I love it. My favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. I don't think I understand some of that. Last year, I sat down in RuneScape. I made amulets for 8 hours. I made 3 million gold. I made 3 million gold. But yeah, that took 8 hours. But I still think it was worth it. And after I did that, it doesn't work like, you can't do that anymore. It doesn't sell as much anymore. I basically covered that amulet. I was for that time frame. And so like people were still doing that, you know, like, I don't know. That's what I love about RuneScape, is it has its own stock market and it fluctuates and different things become valuable like that you wouldn't expect. Like sometimes it's valuable to just sit there and hit a sapphire with a chisel. It wasn't last month or 2 months ago, whenever I played last. But like when I started that character, it was valuable, and I was doing that as well. Helped me earn my fletching level. And I only say this because here on the 27th of November, day before Thanksgiving, is when RuneScape starts its leagues. And what RuneScape leagues is you're. I think it might be members only. So I would recommend, buying a RuneScape membership for the 2 months that leagues runs for. It's 8 weeks long, and it's like a competitive event, sort of, where there's high score leaderboards for it and everything. You start off as a fresh character, and you get this relic called the League's Relic, or this time it's called the Echoes, the Relic of Echoes or something. And it has boosted XP rates, and it has boosted drop rates, and like you level up so fucking fast, it's insane. And it area locks you. You can only unlock up to 5 areas of the game, and there are 12 areas now. But they didn't raise. I was hoping they would raise it to 6 when they added in the 12th area, because at 11 it was still 5, and at 10 it was still 5. Every year they've added a new area. Well, next year they're gonna add a new skill, which is incredible. They haven't added a new skill in so long. But anyway, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be participating in the leagues. It's fun as hell. I'll compete with you. I'll compete. Heavy competition. Who can get more league points, because it has its own like point system. Who can get more league points this league? And I'm gonna be. I'll tell you. I'm unlocking the areas you have to unlock, which are like Lumbridge, Varrock. You have to unlock the Lumbridge Varrock area, and you have to unlock the island nation of Karamja. You have to get those 2. Those are requirements. And then you can pick 3 more. And I'm going to pick the Karen, which is up in the north, and one of the tougher areas. I'm going to pick the newest area, which has like all sorts of variety in it for all sorts of different things. Like it's just the newest area. It's got to have a lot of emphasis on the league because they just released it this year. And I'm also, I don't know like 100%, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use my 4th pick to grab my other favorite area, which is the area with Falador and the Dwarven Mine. So I'm just going to unlock some basic areas and then some advanced areas and have a nice little adventure. I'm also sharing this with my stream, by the way, not just you, for the record. Because I stream whenever I play Brighter Shores. Oh, yeah, so now, if you look at the bounty board, the bounties are my favorite thing for Chef because they're worth a lot of silver. I just hit 34. I need 1 more level. I've gotten so many hogberries. So many hogberries. That's pretty good. My total level is 255. That's a good question, Rebecca James. I prefer playing with friends, usually over playing solo, though I don't often have the choice in the map. They said, do you prefer playing solo or with friends? Currently, I'm playing with my cousin. She's playing as Tiny Turtle Tim. And then, yeah, for this game, I mean, this game doesn't have any real player-to-player interaction yet, as far as I can tell. But it does have a couple like co-op skills. Like I know that like when I'm out in the forest, like if me and my cousin are both woodcutting at the same time, there's no reason that we wouldn't be co-op woodcutting. I enjoy every aspect of this game so far, and I'm excited for the new things that they're adding, and I'm excited for the new things that I find. I don't know a whole hell of a lot about it. Well, I mean, I know a lot about it. I know a whole hell of a lot about it, actually. But I don't know some things, so. I'm going to be streaming this. I still stream this every day, and then I'm going to be doing old school RuneScapes leagues coming up here soon. I play Call of Duty now. I've been streaming that here and there. Little hardcore Call of Duty gameplay never hurt anybody. Enough hardcore Call of Duty streamers out there. Or at least there weren't. There might be now that hardcore is fun again. I don't... no. Yeah. No. Kind of. I don't know. I get depressed. And I get depression episodes. That causes me to not stream daily. It's a question, Savannah. Probably trying to sell me. I enjoy the fact that the cats are petable. I'm streaming on a laptop computer, a Windows PC right now, and then I use that laptop to stream Call of Duty on the Xbox or off the Xbox games. Play Xbox games too. Also Switch games. I don't have a PlayStation. It's just a hobby. It's not a job for me. Streaming. It's just a passion. Just do it because the way I figure it is I'm going to be sitting here playing the video game anyway. So I might as well put a camera on. Right? You know what I mean? Might as well share. Why be selfish? You know, I'm having a good time or a bad time. Share it. And I call it a community, but it's not a community. Brighter Shores, Old School RuneScape, Pikmin, lots of Pikmin. I love Pikmin so much. I have records. I had a speedrunning world record at Pikmin 4. I played I just went through my YouTube channel and deleted a lot of stuff. I used to go through when people ask me that question and list off the list of YouTube videos. But honestly, a lot of what you're going to find right now is Brighter Shores. Like I've got something like I had 50 this is a fun fact. I had 50 videos. Like I went through, I had 400 videos, cleared it down to 50, right? Cleared it down to 50 because I was like, all right, basically anything that I didn't like or didn't have views or whatnot. And then we started playing Brighter Shores. Now there's like, they're not all public yet, but there's like 90 of them. Both. I sweat when I play games. I try to win. I try to win games. I don't like to lose. I mean, I don't mind losing them either at the same time. Sometimes, no, that's not true. Sometimes I'll allow loss. Like, for instance, let's say I'm playing hardcore Call of Duty, and my team just keeps killing me. Oh my god, am I gonna not try that game? I'm not gonna help them win that game. I'm gonna still. Like, but that's the type of thing. I'm gonna camp in a corner, and like, if the enemies come near me, I might pop them. But sometimes, I might not. I don't know. I play video games. I don't play like if it's ranked sweaty, if it's casual, if it's idle. I'll sit here. I'll comment on an idle game. I plan on playing Revolution Idle soon. Very soon, I plan on playing Revolution Idle. I'm actually really excited because I want to be able to turn on You've asked me like 8 billion things, Rebecca James. I haven't minded once, for the record. That question, though, bothers me a little bit. Because you ask it after you've already asked like 8,000 other questions. Can I ask you one thing? Discord, art, something like that? The answer is no, you can't ask. If it has anything to do with Discord or art, you're not allowed to ask. Other questions, feel free. I don't do my art selling on Twitch, and I don't offer my Discord information on Twitch. The Hooked Hand is just off of the west waterfront. Maybe it's the east, off one of the waterfront. Got a hook on the sign. That's fair. I don't care about my channel even slightly right now. That's why I don't customize it. I just upload these to YouTube. And I bought my logo. All I cared about. The only customization I wanted was my face with my name under it. But even since I did that, even since I made that money, and bought that logo, and paid that money, I have since learned digital art and how to do it myself and not need to rely on other people. So when I do customize it, I'll make it myself. It might take me a little while, but I'll make it myself. I'll get it just right. That's the way I want it. All the little tweaks, all the little niceties. I won't spend a dime. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I can. I won't. I'm sorry, but I literally do not care about purchasing any digital content. Anybody else. Thanks for offering. I told you they were trying to sell me something. They always try to sell me something. Yeah, I just banned them. Because it's like, hey, look, I told you no. And then yet you still advertise your company and you posted a link. Like you added your, I don't care. Banned, gone, everything's deleted from that conversation. You wasted your time. And also, there's no one else but you in this chat. You're posting a link to no one. I mean, you and me in this chat. I'm not clicking that. It was a nice I'm not saying it was an unpleasant conversation. They were probably one of the most pleasant, I want to say scammers. She's not a scammer. She seems like she's working for a reputable, she says she's, if they say that I'm working for a reputable company. No, you're not. If you have to tell me it's reputable and tell me to check the reviews, it's not reputable. There's nothing reputable about that. No, reputable companies, that means they have a reputation. That means their reputation speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Nah, I have to look into it. If I have to look into it, that's a bad reputation. People are looking into your company. That's an automatic bad reputation for your company. That's bad publicity. Like, don't get me wrong, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Hey, at least people are looking into it. I'm not one of them. I'm not even mentioning the company name. You know? But you know what? My best friend, he worked in digital marketing. That's what he did. He sold digital marketing. He sold digital marketing. Those are the words he used. How do you sell that? You know, that's like that's like saying I sold horses drinking from water. No. What he did was he showed you how to lead a bunch of horses to your pond. But he didn't sell people and if he had told me that, you know, if he told me that he showed me how to lead horses to my pond, I'd probably take it more seriously on his offer. But him saying like he's selling it like a product when it's not a product. It's like, I'll sell you art and it'll make you popular. No, it fucking won't. Your pretty picture, it's not going to get people looking. People already look because I got a pretty face. I don't need your picture, you know? People are crazy. Gotta love them. Okay, so far, oh my god. Ask me how many berries I've collected trying to get these 3 levels. 155 berries so far, Savannah. But don't get me wrong, like, every so many berries, it's not just been berries into these levels. Every time, oh wait, you haven't hit level 20 yet. I'm not going to give you spoilers. Every time the level 20 pop-up comes up, I put it into XP. Like the knowledge points. There's another tree, by the way, that you haven't seen yet. The knowledge tree. You don't get to see the knowledge tree until you reach level 20. And it's not actually... It's a hidden tree. It's an underground knowledge tree. It grows upside down, so you can only see the next part. It's basically like you're squeezing out a little bit of knowledge toothpaste at a time. And you can only see the next bit of toothpaste in the knowledge toothpaste tube. It's like a knowledge starburst pack. That's what it is. The knowledge pack is starburst, and you could also go and look at just the professions and scroll down the list, and it'll basically tell you what knowledges there are, you know, in that. So it's like you could cheat and look at the starburst early if you want to. There's this cashier, right? And 2 months ago, she pissed me off. And she was like, and then a month ago, she was like, I don't even want to fucking work with you type of shit, right? And then last week, I was talking to my manager nearby, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks notice and just head out. And she overheard me saying that. And she seriously has been being an absolute stone cold piece of genuine human refuse towards me for a couple of months. And I've been just giving her the cold shoulder. I haven't been mean, nor have I been nice. I've just been treating her civil. But I've been civil. I've been really civil, comparatively. Like, literally, if you, like, took how I've been acting towards how she's been acting, I've been very, very civil about all of this. But it was to the point where I was like, I'm just gonna leave. Like, I don't even need to deal with this drama anymore. And she came up to me And she stopped me and she's like, did I hear you say you're going to put in your 2 weeks notice? I was like, yeah. And I was expecting like a good, go, bye, thank God, you type of, she was like, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. That came out of the blue. And then on the last day I worked, I said something. I was like, I don't even care. And she said, don't take this the wrong way, but you care about everything more than anybody around here. Anybody else around here. I said, well, yeah, all right. So now I have to go back into work, and I can't be mad anymore. I have to go back in, and my boss told me some news I'm not supposed to share, but I'm going to share it anyway because goddamn him for telling me news I'm not supposed to share. I was the first one he told. I got to be the first person to know because he likes me that much. And he told me that he's leaving and the boss that was before him is coming back. And her and I, while she's a lovely woman, her and I butt heads on a lot of subjects. And she's very dominating and overshadowing, whereas he and I did not butt heads on anything. Me and him were always on the same page about how to handle things. We're to the point where like he'd come up to me, and then as he opened his mouth, I'd say something. He'd be like, "Yep," took the words right out. Like literally took the words out of his mouth. Like, "Yep, gotcha, done." Just can telecommunicate like that sometimes, and I can do that with the other boss too. It's just, I don't know. It's like, with him, I'm in control of the telepathic link. But with the other boss, she's in control of the telepathic link. I'll think something, and that bitch will come around the corner and say something about my thought. It's scary. Like, we'll be talking about oatmeal or something. I'll say something. I'll think something about the oatmeal. And then she'll come back around a corner, like, because, like, I'll be still thinking about the conversation. And she'll come around the corner and comment on the damn thought about the oatmeal that I was just having. I'm like, stop reading my fucking mind, lady. It's scary enough. Also, she looks like my old culinary arts teacher. So it's like, I have an automatic respect for her because of her appearance. Okay, we teleport to Hopeport again. I've gotten another inventory full. I only need one more pocket full. One more pocket full of these berries and I'll be level 35 foraging. And then I'll be able to pick my 20 potatoes. Then I'll be able to pick all the potatoes I need. The problem is, once I reach level 30 I'm level 29 cooking right now. And once I reach 30, I unlock the next chicken and leek pie, which means I can get the next leek, which means I need to be able to forage for the next leek. And that's at level 38 foraging. I'm level 18, I'm sorry, gathering. That's level 38 gathering, which is a forest skill. I gotta go out into the forest and gather after I do all this foraging here. But that's okay because that helps me out with my mind skill. Like, it's part of what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be right back to transitioning to not cooking right after I get back to cooking. Unless I just break and buy all. I probably will end up breaking and buying the leek for the chicken pies. They're gonna be like 1 silver. He says, Pasticio, give me your tips. Pasticio says, of course. LOL. He says, what are your money makers? Pasticio says, in between jobs, I have saved up. And then somebody else says, stop talking, it's an XP waste. Go level up. And by the way, for the record, Pastillo, the guy talking, who says, in between jobs, I have saved up, is level 1012. That's total level. Total level. The number underneath people's names is their total level. So it shows how much you should respect them. I am average. 255 is about the average of the levels that I've seen. I'm actually above average for the levels that I see running. But there are still people that humble me, like motherfucking Pastiso in there. You're over here like, ooh, I'm almost 50. And then Simpip walks up next to you and you're like, go the fuck away. I'm trying to make it to where basically every other story quest that I've done, I've gotten to the end of the story quest and then been like, go level up. You have to reach total level 60 for this area before you can go on. I'm like, all right, brother. So this time for the mines, I'm going to be level 60 before I even reach the end of the story quest. I'm going to be ready to leave to Chronopolis. I want to go. I'm excited. I want to make my own armor as well as my own weapon. Once I can make my own armor and weapons, I will retire into doing that until it is all. I will get legendary gear for what I can currently hold. And then I will move on from armor and from armor making. Like for all the area, I'll be basically fully kitted by the time after I get the ability to fully kit myself. I will fully kit myself. I'm so excited to become fully kitted. Because it's like I didn't want to grind. I didn't want to sit here and fight a billion zillion things until I got the weapons from them. I want to build the weapons and then come test them out on these billions and zillions of things. What's your chef level at now? Nice. It's not bad at all. Little Lucy is one of the ships. Invincible is one of the ships. You're looking at the map. Fair enough. Yeah, for me, I think it was. I was sitting here looking at the names Vincible and Little Lucy, and someone said, "Where's the Vincible?" And someone said, "It's a ship name." And I went, "Oh, Little Lucy's a ship name," and walked off. The Hook Hand, I'm like, that's a restaurant or a bar or a something. And I saw as I was walking, all I saw for that one was the sign out front. I'm like, that's it. There's no doubt about it. There's nothing else that could possibly be. If I don't reach the foraging level I need from this round of fucking hogberries, I'm gonna scream. Because I'm so close. Like, I don't even have 12 yet. I feel like I should reach it. But, oh man. I just got to 12, and I'm like an eighth of an experience bar away. Ugh. What? What's your guard level? Oh, okay. Do you know how to train your guard level? Of the sparring guard area? Yep. You fight. I would fight there until you're like. Either until you're level like 4 or 6, or until you get like a nice weapon. Whichever comes first. Because if you get a nice purple weapon or orange weapon that drops out of them, then you can move on from them like immediately. But if you don't, then like 4 or 6, and then like always just try to be. If you look at the profession for the guard, it shows you what level all of the enemies that you can fight are. And so you just always try to be like 2 to 4 levels above the enemy. And as long as you're not taking and using the type that they're immune to, you'll usually win the fight. And if you're using the type that they're vulnerable to, you will always win the fight. This is the way it works. Like rock, paper, scissors, but you can make them choose paper and always choose scissors. And then when it comes to making the stuff yourself, it gets a little complex and it becomes a little fun. But you can basically take gear between, like, gear doesn't transition between episodes for the different combat mechanics. So for episode 1, it's guard. For episode 2, it's scout. And for episode 3, it's mine fighter. Those are the combat skills for those episodes. The gear is attuned to a specific episode when you find it, usually. Like if you find it from an NPC, it's usually attuned to that episode. But sometimes you can find gear that is not attuned yet, and you have to take it to an obelisk and attune it. And when you make it yourself, and there's an obelisk in every episode. And when you make it yourself, it starts out not attuned. And so you can take it to the obelisk in any of the episodes and tune it and make it to that episode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my crafting level up to above my combat levels for all the episodes, and then I'm going to make the best weapon that I can. And I'm just going to keep making the best weapon that I can until I have one for every episode. And same with all the armor at every slot. I'm going to make best in slot gear for every slot for every episode. Which is going to be like a lot. It's 3 slots for weapons. And then how many for 2, 4, 5, 6? It feels like 6 slots, but there's like a necklace slot that I don't know anything about, you know? And there's a cape slot that I know has nothing to, it's just cosmetic, thank goodness. So, oh no, those are the guard. I was like, though, I wonder what those capes. So remember how I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to this specific level that I need with this inventory full of reagents. These 24. Savannah, I perfectly made it. The 24th hogberry hit me at level 35. Like I calculated. God damn, it was calculated. It lined it up perfectly. Now I can go after I grind, because I realized that I've been sitting here picking hogberries for literally over an hour. So I'm gonna grind slugs at Ebsworth for 2 copper a piece. So level 20, potion making. For the record, the event that you do for level, I love it. I got disconnected. Okay, for so long, but it's okay because I got disconnected while I was doing something. I'm I'm almost to the level that I need for making the wealth potions with the AFK foraging and the AFK alchemy. But now I'm gonna go get those potatoes that I've been working towards. So excited to go pick these potatoes. It's been so long that I've been like talking about wanting to pick these potatoes. Big moment for me is picking this first potato. The bots lately on Twitch, and it's like I predicted that the bots would be doing this. On Twitch have been like, hey, big fan of your stream. I want to play with you. Add me on Discord. That's what the bots have been doing lately. And it's like, I predicted this happening with the bots for Twitch, like, seriously, months and months and months ago, to the point where I made it so that in my channel, if you said the word Discord, it's automatically flagged. and it just flagged for review, and rather not I can review it. And even if I click accept, if it has the word Discord in it, there's a bot in my channel that called Nightbot, basically in mod, and it automatically bans the message and sends a warning and says Simpip dislikes giving away his Discord information on Twitch. And it's like, my Discord is at Simpip. If these people wanted to add me on Discord, they fucking can. You know what I mean? Like it's not a fucking secret, guys. It's just like, don't ask. Like, it's not complicated. Why you asking? Type of thing. I have picked the potatoes. I am adversely satisfied. I could have leveled up. I could have put a little bit of silver into my I don't even know how to say that fucking word. I just say scissors. Garden scissors. Skitures? How is that word said? Say that word. Starts with an S. C-A-E. Scathers? Skitures? What's that word, Savannah? What's that scissor? No. It's literally one of your tools. Not the trowel. Yeah, you have it. It starts with an S. And what's it called? It's in your foraging. You said, oh, hell no. Not even trying. That's what you said. Google tells me that cache is pronounced cash, so I don't know. Secateurs? Secateurs? Secateurs. God, that is not at all how I thought that word was said. Secateurs. Dude, So yeah, I was thinking about pumping pumping some silver into the enchantress for my Sekis, but I decided against it. I decided to save my silver for Chronopolis. God only knows what tools I'm gonna need for the forensics skill. Tracking down thieves like you. Oh my god. I can't believe I just did that. I got into such a rhythm picking those hogberries that I started going off on a tangent and my brain got back onto that hogberry rhythm. Instead of potatoes. Brain forgot it got the hogberry. So I only picked one. Like I realized it, but I picked the whole hogberry before I realized it. Like I don't drop things very often, but that hogberry is definitely on me. I uh see that first sword? That first sword is still that only on Sin Pip. That first sword is still sitting in my. I wouldn't. It's worth one single copper. It is morally, my recruit sword is worth more to me than one copper. The other sword that is still sitting in my bank from episode 1 that I found is a level 6 epic sword. And I had that level 6 epic sword until I was level 22 before I found a better episode 1 weapon. That was actually like stronger than the level 6 weapon. I now have a full inventory of potato. I'm gonna go mash. Well, fuck. Actually, I have to do 20. 20 is such a complicated number to have to do. This guy is a level 106, hasn't left episode 1. Good for him. Episode 3 is fun too. $6. I had a goal of I have work tomorrow as well. I had a goal of reaching level 300 by the end of the day. I got 50 levels. Half of my goal ain't bad. I'm definitely gonna make these potatoes. And if you're level 11 guard, you should do the obelisk before you get off. It's an easy. Well, no, that the obelisk will get you there. From level, well, you have to do that quest to get to the forest anyway. But from level 11, the obelisk will get you to level 15. Like the reward is a guard XP, like 15,000 guard XP. It pulls you up like 5 or 6 levels if you're low level win. That's why I suggest. Because otherwise you're going to get to level 15, you're going to grind it out, then you have to do the obelisk anyway, and you're going to get all that guard XP anyway. You know what I mean? Alright. I'm going to
I'm gonna cook up all these sausages and then I'm gonna go probably play Call of Duty. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling some Call of Duty. Wonder if Trent's on. He's not doing any. It's a Friday night. You know, I presume he's at home and bored. His girlfriend's out of town. Yeah. I mean, like, he's got a life to live. Good night. I'm gonna put the XP into my potion mix. Run out of potatoes. Captain Green's office, the enchanter shop, and rock. Where do I get warty sea potatoes? I want them. Rock pool on the seashore. Alrighty. Like I said, I'm. Oh, first, before I run off. Cynthia on the forage at the rotten tree stump for 22 hours. Reach 2 more levels in Forager and can almost unlock the next month. And also, I'm gonna now, at this point in time, merge the adventures of Codillion and the rest of the characters. So the timeline's gonna be a little skewed on Codillion, but I'm gonna merge the 2 timelines. Release. Maybe I'll edit all this into something. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Oh, right, I'm depositing. That's what I'm doing here. All right, anyway, and then we can log out of this character and merge the timeline. Here we go. Here's the merge. Boom. Timelines are all merged. He's been standing here fighting creepy street lice. It's a level 23 guard. And he is probably just standing here fighting light. No reason to leave, right? But that's the official merger of the timelines. It's been done. Been done. Bye now. Okay. Stop it. There.